I am delighted to be here to welcome you to the U.S.-Czech Innovation Conference. I'd like to begin first by thanking Prime Minister Nečas and the Office of the Government for providing this elegant venue here on the Vltava River. Please make sure to enjoy the view, and for all of their support for this conference. I must acknowledge my friend, Deputy Minister Tomáš Dub, and the hard work of everyone at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, truly. The Foreign Minister, Karl Schwarzenberg, the First Deputy Foreign Minister, Jiří Schneider, and the entire team at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which has been involved with this conference since the very beginning. I must also thank the Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade, Martin Tlapa, for his participation, also Minister Kuba and the Ministry of Industry and Trade for their emphasis on innovation. Innovation that will improve our lives and support the creation of good jobs and new companies and even whole new industries in both countries. There are many, many others who deserve recognition for their efforts in organizing this conference, but I must in particular thank the Czech Technical University, the auspices of Czech Invest, and the Academy of Sciences. They are wonderful partners with the U.S. Embassy in the United States in so many projects, including this one. I'm personally very excited about the potential of the U.S.-Czech Innovation Conference because it brings together key individuals who represent different aspects of innovation. With us today, as I look out into the audience, are some of the finest minds in the scientific community and their protégés, the next generation whose discoveries have been, are, and will be at the heart of innovation. We have with us entrepreneurs who turn inventions into new business ideas. And we have influential policymakers and government leaders who provide crucial support for research and entrepreneurship. Each of you can play a critical role in developing the next game-changing innovation, in creating the next Google, the next iPad, the next soft contact lens, or antiviral drug revolution. The next 2 days at this conference will develop new connections that will help us elevate the scientific cooperation that already exists between our two countries. That in turn will lead to the new technology ideas, the cutting-edge commercial applications, and ultimately the job creation in both countries that all of us seek. It is because of this connection between research, technology, and jobs that the embassy and the whole United States government, including, by the way, President Obama and Prime Minister Nečas, who talked about these issues in their Oval Office meeting last fall, has been so engaged. It is amazing to me. I was thinking as I listened to Deputy Minister Dub today, it is amazing to me in the 2 decades since communism fell here in the Czech Republic, the extraordinary progress that your nation has made. Really, I have found now, serving over a year on the job, that the Czechs are at the forefront again and again, not just in the area of science, technology, of business applications, but in so many policy issues that I deal with. The Czech Republic really is the closest ally that the United States could possibly ask for, none closer in Europe or around the world. And science and technology are a very important way that this alliance can step into the 21st century. That's because the 21st, if classic capitalism was about the invisible hand of Adam Smith, and the 20th century here in the post-World War II period saw 4 decades of the heavy hand, the iron hand of state control, the 21st century will be about a new hand that is guiding the development of our societies. I refer to it as not the invisible hand, but the transparent hand. Why this is my maiden voyage of this slogan. I thought of it over the weekend as I was reviewing the agenda and preparing. What am I talking about with this transparent hand? It's not the invisible hand of Adam Smith. In pure market theory, you allow the market to do everything. Nor is it the heavy hand that we saw, and also even in the 20th century, you certainly, the communists and other control economies represent the classic example of that iron hand. But you saw perhaps a hand that was not light in heavy government regulation, even in free societies and free markets in the 20th century, where we've moved away now into a deregulatory sphere. What we're trying to do is capture a balance where government plays a structuring role, an encouraging role, and an incubating role, but R&D, science, technology, entrepreneurship, innovation, and business then take advantage of that helping hand, if you will, that helping transparent hand, to structure their ideas, to develop commercial applications, to come up with solutions that benefit society, that cure disease, that help all of us, that make our lives more prosperous, and that drive job creation. So that both of our societies, both in the Czech Republic and in the United States, and indeed the world, because the world has benefited from many of these innovations our two countries have worked on together. The world is the better for the presence of this transparent hand of government. It is because of this that President Obama says, and I've heard him say it myself over and over again, the first step to winning the future is to encourage innovation. That is why it is so important to invest in the scientific explorers who, with determination and ingenuity, there are many of them in this room, take us to the frontiers of human knowledge. And that is why it is so important to have smart policies that support patents, intellectual property, and the creation of new businesses. The United States invests heavily in science and technology research. I've seen this myself. I've traveled throughout the Czech Republic and the United States to promote our scientific and technical ties, whether it's going to universities to sign university agreements, government-to-government agreements, or encouraging businesses to come together. I've met with literally hundreds of businesses in both countries and put them together in Prague, throughout the Czech Republic, and across the United States from coast to coast. I have sat with them to encourage this spirit of innovation and then application. President Obama is doing the same. He is proposing to increase the government's R&D funding by another 5%, despite the fact that we are in a time of economic constraint in the United States, as you are here in the Czech Republic. We have many ways of supporting this vision. This is not just words. One of the most important is the Office of Naval Research, which has led research historically into areas that have resulted in new technologies that have simplified our lives and created new markets for business. And I was researching, and I just will share a couple with you. ONR's pioneering research into the electronic properties of gallium arsenide enabled the technology that made mobile phones possible. And I want you to know that my wife is very angry that gallium arsenide was discovered. She claims it's ruined our weekends, but I'm glad we have it. We have that. Their research, ONR's research into laser cooling of atoms, led to the ultra-precise timekeeping required for satellite navigation, which helped make global positioning system, GPS, possible. U.S. researchers don't work alone, however. They collaborate with researchers around the world. Finding and supporting these researchers is one role of the U.S. Office of Naval Research, which I am pleased to say has a regional office at our embassy here in Prague. and the Czech Republic. We are funding many, many projects here in the Czech Republic, and you are an excellent partner for our mutual pursuit of innovative discoveries and technologies. It is not just something we've seen personally. You have an international reputation for excellence. Indeed, the World Economic Forum has concluded that the Czech Republic is one of only 2 countries that have an innovation-driven economy in the region. So I think we can elevate our partnership even further, notwithstanding all these outstanding successes, and really we can look back in another 20 years and find our 2 countries together at the forefront of science and technology innovation and its commercial applications around the world. I encourage all of you over the next 2 days to explore the ways we can do that. I want to highlight that we're committed to expanding the scientific cooperation. We're already working on the follow-up meetings to this conference, and we're going to have next month a visiting scientist through our Embassy Science Fellow program who will be here for 7 weeks, including to do follow-up on this project, on the IT work that we're doing, the defense industry applications, the civil nuclear applications, and all of the other ways that we work together with the Czech Republic. So we are committed to identifying even more partnerships and to helping Czech researchers develop joint research projects with the United States. And I look forward to our ongoing collaborations and an exciting conference. Děkuji vám za pozornost. Thank you for your attention.